So this is the Lark Max. I purchased this about 2 months ago. During that period, I made a couple of short narrative films and also a documentary. So how has it been using this Lark Max? I love this unit. It is serving exactly my needs as a filmmaker. So by the way, as I'm doing this review, the Rode Wireless Pro had already been released, but based on the features, including 32-bit float, recording, and timecode, I still think this is the better choice when you're doing narrative films and run and gun shoots because of the interface. I feel the Rode Wireless Pro is more suited for content creators because the interface of Rode is so limiting. You need to, you can't access everything. When you're on the field, it's going to be difficult to use. Having said that, after using the Lark Max for almost 2 months now, I love this, but I have to say that this needs to be improved. Let me be clear. I'm not asking Hollyland to add 32-bit float and timecode because that means upgrading the hardware for this unit. And of course we can do that. One thing that I really like about the Lark Max is when you use it with cheaper cameras that only has microphone jacks but no headphone jack for monitoring. This receiver here has an earphone jack, so when you use it with your cheaper cameras, what happens is you have your camera, you have your audio input. At the same time, you can use your headphone now. So you might be saying, well, you actually don't know what your camera is recording. Exactly, yes. But what your camera is recording would only be your reference audio because you're going to record from the two transmitters. So this is your main recording. The audio that's being recorded inside your camera is just for reference so you could sync it in post later. I'm not just going to complain about the interface of the receiver. I will recommend solutions. So what issues do I have whenever I'm on the field? Okay, here. When you're outside, this screen is small, so the images inside are tiny. Okay, so let's start with the recording. Example, I'm going to record with mic 2. Now that's recording, and I'm gonna set mic 1 to mute here. So when I go out, this is how it looks. See, there's a tiny dot right here. Oh, you almost can't see it, but there's a tiny dot right there. That means it's recording. That's a red dot. And then you have your level meter of your mic 2. So what I'm proposing is this. Since when you're outside, you almost can't see this, the red dot that says it's recording. So this is what I'm proposing. I hope the team in Hollyland will see this video. And let me stop my recording first. There. So this is what I'm proposing. This tiny dot right here is almost impossible to see. This is an indicator that it's recording. What I'm proposing is make this a bar so we could see it easier. Okay, so it is red when it's recording, and probably we could convert it. This becomes a blue line when not recording. Next thing, you have the symbol for mute. This thing is tiny. Look at that. You almost can see that you have this sign here that indicates that this is on mute mode. I would suggest that when it's on mute mode, you make the word mute appear on the screen. So I know that one is recording because of this indicator, and then it says mute here. Now with that, I think it'll be much clearer. The next thing is, when you are about to record, this is what happens. When you press this, all these settings are dedicated for mic 1. You have your noise cancellation, you have the option to mute your transmitter, or you could record. Now see what happens. Like say, I'll set the noise cancellation of mic 1 there. So this is active, the noise cancellation is now active. Then I'll go to mic 2. What happens is I cannot do anything to get to mic 2. I have to rotate this 1, 2, 3. That's the only time I get to mic 2. This is automatically turned on. However, if I'm going to record with mic 2 here, I'm gonna set record mic 2, and then if I'm going to go to mic 1, I have to rotate that and then press record. So what's happening is this. In order to record these two, it takes so much effort. Like say this one. Okay, these two are recording now. Now I'm going to stop the recording. This is what happens. Then I'll turn it. Mic 1 has stopped recording, but I cannot go to mic 2 unless I rotate this. See? And then I can do that now. I could stop recording. That is not efficient. Because you already have a touch screen, you should utilize that. So this is what I'm proposing. The moment you press this, you should be going to a selection of which microphone you want to record. So the first interface should be you record. Now here, see that it's 1, 2, 3. I'm proposing that the third slot will be utilized for browsing to your next page. When you press that, I'm proposing that you get to record options between just the two microphones, not these three, because every time I'm using this, whenever I press this one and I wanted to record, to start recording, I want to have access to both microphones for recording. Then I will use this third slot here to get to the other menu here. So I'm recommending that when you press this, you go to the option for mute between mic 1 and mic 2. When you press again, you get to the noise cancellation again with mic 1 and mic 2. And when you press this again, you go back here. So it just cycles. It will make it easier because whenever I wanted to choose which mic I'm going to turn mute or which mic I'm going to record with. The other issue I have is these two here are indicators of output. When I want to change the levels of these microphones, I don't have one-touch access to it. What I can do is I press menu, rotate it once, select this, and that's when I have access to my mic gain. And then press it and then choose how much gain I want. If I want to access my mic gain, I have to press, so that's 1, rotate once, 2, touch once, 3, touch again to select mic gain, that's 4, and 5, that's the only time I have access to the mic gain. And then I rotate it to adjust. When you're on the field, that won't work. So what I'm proposing is, you already have this 3, the one I've recommended earlier. What I'm suggesting is you add the mic gain. When you're already recording, what you should be seeing here are the mic gain, not the output. So that when you press it, if these two are already recording, sample here, I'll record 1 and then I have to rotate it to access mic 2. So now both are recording. See that indicator? The one I mentioned, you actually almost can see that it's recording, but right now it is. When it's recording, when you press this, it should go to the mic gain option. And when you press your mic gain, you go to your record option. Okay? Because when you're using this on the field, you want to change your level. So you have to make sure that the user has easy access to the mic gain, because these are the ones recording, not the camera. So I'm more worried of what this one is recording than the ones being recorded in the camera. So these are some of the improvements I'm suggesting for the interface of these products, which I believe will improve the user experience in the field. And I hope that the Hollyland team will respond to this. So I've also done some hardware improvements of this product. If you want to see that, check out my next video.